Yo, did we just find the one?
If you're like me, you may be chronically online. We see a lot of people with cool stuff, cool apartments, but you gotta stay grounded. It's not about the stuff you own, it's about who you are. But me, I like stuff. And lately, the influencers, they've influenced me. Lofts, bright, airy, aesthetic. But I'll be honest, I've been on this loft search for a while, but maybe this week is gonna be different. I'm not gonna bore you with my criteria, but here's a little bit of what we'll see. I currently have an office, so at minimum, need an office nook. It's gotta be within central Vancouver, and I'm not interested in old buildings. I like loft vibes, but are they worth a shifty investment? You know what I'm saying? So John and I grabbed our things and went downtown for our first showing of 5. Downtown East Side. If you know East Cordova, then you know what they say. You know what they say. In the front door. Guys, aren't you excited to be back on the search? Just looking at these spaces, it gets me excited. Like, look at all that light. I mean, come on, it's beautiful. They have 2 office setups in here. And this one, I feel like you could honestly put a partition. You could put a wall right here. There may even have been a wall here. Little bench outside. Concrete floors. So many of these lofts we've seen feel so cold, but all the wood in here makes it feel pretty cozy. Oh, he got the 3D printer. This one, along with another one we'll see in the video, were my favorite 2 just from the start looking at photos online. Like I said, some of them were just so cold and empty feeling, I didn't even bother setting up appointments to see them, but ones like this I prioritized, because the truth is even loft apartments can sometimes feel like shoeboxes. You know, the typical thing people say about 1-bedroom apartments is that they're a shoebox. I would put a ladder here to check out what's up there. Comes with a free VIP rooftop patio. Bro, you know I'm checking that out. You know I would check that out. Hey, it's pretty nice up here. Oh my God. It was 894 square feet, but you don't always buy a loft just for square footage, you know, also for the vertical height, that doesn't count as square footage. Also, I love this walk-in closet. I felt like, you know, one of those birds, like a cuckoo bird. You know, I'm sticking my head out the window. I'm like, what up? And like I said, we're down East Cordova, so we are downtown East Side. It's not my #1 choice of area, but guess what? A lot of lofts are in this area of the city. And after our first showing, I was feeling good. Hooray! And on my way out of the building, I got stopped and asked if I wanted to see another unit for sale in the building. And I did see this one online, but truthfully, it felt a little bit smaller than what I was looking for, but I still wanted to check it out. This one had definitely more of a classic feel, right? The chandelier, the like painting above the fireplace, the blue booth that folds down into a bed, which is kind of a nice touch, because most of the time in a loft apartment, any extra room or den you have, you use for your office, not so much for having guests over. So this kind of works for that. But going up these stairs after a night out, I don't know if you're making it to the bed. You might actually have to sleep downstairs. Small staircase. I know a gamer setup when I see one. Nice separated space right here as well. Again, with the ladder, we need a ladder. We need to know. Hey, it's pretty nice up here. What kind of rooftop they're hiding. I actually did ask if anyone had tried to go up there, the current owners, if they'd gone up there, but no one has apparently. So maybe I am just a child, but I would have tried. And with that, we were 2 apartments into the search. Feeling good, and I definitely had a favorite so far. You know what else is my favorite? Oxio Internet. Because why? Because they give a free month to everyone who's gonna click the link below this video. Not only that, but they're my favorite internet provider that I've ever had. They're a local company that pride themselves on never, ever raising your monthly rate and always making sure that you feel heard. Oxio's plans start from $40 a month, so honestly, I'm gonna make a bet that that's cheaper than your Wi-Fi. If it's not, okay, you got me. On top of that, if you refer any of your friends to join Oxio, once you join, you get a free month and they get a free month as well. No more wait times on the phone, no more emails that you never know where the heck they went after you send them. You just send them a text and they get back to you. I got my family on Oxio now. I wouldn't do that if I didn't believe in it, would I? Unless I'm a bad person, but I'm not, am I? I'm not, okay? On top of the free month, if you try Oxio, you can try them for 60 days, and if you just don't like them, you get your money back, and you can change anytime. That's one of the best parts about them, no term contracts. You can try Oxio out with the link below this video, no risk involved, which is how I wish apartment searching was. It is hot. Hot girls in the city. That's me. I don't know if that one will last, but it has been on for 30 days, just like most of these ones. But that's what the market's like right now. It's not easy finding loft apartments or buildings in Vancouver because, well, a lot of them just weren't designed like that. A lot of the loft buildings that are standing are actually lofts because they were originally warehouses and converted into living spaces, which is why they look like they do, and they have concrete everywhere and sometimes exposed piping, which is why the downtown east side has a lot of the loft buildings in the city. Inside the third apartment, bathroom on the left, laundry on the right, and also this little, office. We realtors, we love to call it a spacious office. I'd list that as a spacious office. Just kidding, don't hate me. But inside this unit, this one was 867 square feet. And like I said, this one, you would definitely need to add some of your own touches to make it feel cozy. It's a tall space, big windows, there's no buildings directly blocking your light either. And not all apartments are gonna feel cozy, especially being empty. Even the first one we saw, it was furnished, so it had a leg up for its appearance. What's interesting about this building is that it's a live-work building, so you can legally run a business out of this building, and for that reason, this apartment and some other units actually have a door upstairs. See that? So this one's a 2-bed, 2-bath, and there's a door upstairs so you could run your business up here or run it downstairs, and another bathroom as well. With nothing in here, this one did feel a little cold. Like, this is your bedroom, but it feels more like it's created for a workspace, to be completely honest. But I love being close to the mall. And say what you want about a food court, but I love me a food court, okay? I'd be so close, I would be going there, okay? Location-wise, this one made a lot more sense for what I like, but I don't know if the apartment was on the same level as the first one. And since the Bible said one of the greatest sins is apartment hunting on an empty stomach, I had to stop and fix that really quick before continuing onwards. We're back, downtown east side. Let's check it out. Ask for Luigi. Classic spot. On to loft number 4, lockpicked the front door and made my way in. Bit of a maze this one, but I did make it. Inside the next loft, this is the most expensive one at $949,000, and you can kind of see why. Look at that, they've redone all the counters, the island in here, washer and dryer on the right. Hey look, old photo of Gastown. Big jump in price for your boy. I didn't want to see the price go this high, I'll be honest, but these updates are, you wouldn't have to do anything in here. And a higher price, but also more square footage, 1,057. I really prefer this layout of loft where the staircase is at the front, because then it doesn't take up living space, right? And you can see from here, they just added in that wall. I think this used to be open, so we're gonna go check that out. But first, office in the entryway, bathroom, stairs, some storage. Almost walked into this screen a second ago, so now I know it's here. The North Shore. This is like the best view. I've been in the apartment down on that corner right there, and it is the best view this building has to offer. I also helped a client buy a place in this building, so I know a lot about it. It's an interesting one. There's a music production studio, a wood shop, metal shop. I always think of what layout would work in my head, because I have a TV. They have a TV, but not centrally. But I have a big TV. I can't play Mario Kart on a small TV, so. And a pottery studio, which is not really my thing, but maybe it could be, you never know. And up the stairs, you'll see they still have this cutout, so it is still like a loft with this overhang, but I actually really like when there's when it's open to down below. And clearly they added this wall and door right here afterwards, and the updates did not stop downstairs. As you can see, full black bathroom. They did a lot here, and another door that goes out to the next level. Not gonna go through there, because I don't know if I have another key to lock that one. I definitely like a soft loft more than a hard loft, and this one was a little bit in between, but a good balance. That was a good unit, if these birds let me speak. When I came here, this car was running, and it's still just sitting here running. There's nobody in it. The things you see. Probably some of these places, if they weren't downtown east side, they could be worth like $500,000, $750,000, maybe even $1 million if they're in the right place in Vancouver instead. That's also why they're in my budget. Am I right, guys? Am I right? The next day, we were up and early, got the drone up to see our 5th and final loft. And at the beginning of this video, I said that 2 of these were my favorite looking online, and this was the other one. Seymour Street, one of the main streets through Vancouver, not the quietest, but the layout of this place was special. Inside, bathroom on the left, kitchen straight ahead. This one was 833 square feet. A quick look at the kitchen. Sorry, I have not been showing the kitchen much, guys. I'm not a kitchen guy. I'm more of a Chipotle guy, you know what I'm saying? The reason I like this one so much is how these spaces were split up. So So the living room on the right, but then in the center, you have a loft space, which is not the only loft space. And underneath that, they have it set up as an office. This one, you definitely do not get a view, but you could always say a bonus is that it's not gonna be loud outside of your windows in the alley. This is what would probably be the office space. And like I said, in a loft, you don't usually get more than like one, if even one, kind of space where you can do whatever you want, like an office or a den or a nook. Kind of a scary staircase going up here, especially with one hand hanging on for my life. This was a queen bed that fit here, fully took up the space. Definitely could be like a guest bedroom kind of thing with the curtain there. My grandma is definitely not sleeping over though. Like at least she's not getting up there, that's for sure. And across we can wave over to whoever's up on the other side. So even though this had the same square footage as some of the other ones, there was just more spaces divided up, but because of that, it does feel slightly more cramped. Even though I have the wide angle lens that I'm showing in this video, it was a bit smaller than the other units we'd been seeing. This one was also a 2-bed, 2-bath. I can tell they added this in after, which that's totally fun. They also added in that loft space after. But you know your boy checked that it was done legally, okay? So we good. Slightly smaller feeling in person, but I did like this one. And the area in downtown, pretty good as well. But I will say, one of the few Airbnb friendly buildings. Not one of the few, but there's not a lot. Majority are not. I'm a realtor here in Vancouver, just past my 3-year mark, and I've been loving it so far, and I love helping cool people find and sell their places. So my real estate email's below if you ever want to chat. But what about these units we saw? Just like most times searching for a home, you wish you could take a couple of the perks and pieces from one and put it in the location of the other. Because number one was my favorite. The layout, the loft, it was beautiful and it was cozy and it was warm, and I wouldn't really do anything except put a ladder up there so I can explore up top. Hey, it's pretty nice. But it's not where I see myself living, location-wise. Number 3 and number 5 had the locations, but the interiors were not what I was looking for. In these 2 episodes of loft hunting, you can click the one up there if you haven't seen it, I've realized that I just need a bigger budget for what I'm looking for. So for the next few months, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in the casino getting my money up, because hard work pays off, and I believe in that. So stick around for part 3. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Does this look like I'm climbing?